16 astronauts rehearsed today for Sunday's scheduled moon launch. The television pictures they send back to Earth from the flight may be dramatically superior to previous transmissions, as Bill Curtis reports from North Hollywood, California.
When Apollo 15 prepared to blast off the moon's surface in August 1971, viewers saw this picture, remarkable at the time. Now advancements enable us to see this picture. It is called Image Enhancement. With a picture so free from interference, scientists can study the planet over television. For instance, when NASA officials saw this enhanced version of the blastoff, they discovered a few extra parts flying around they hadn't seen before. The television picture is electronically taken apart and then by computer put back together much clearer. It all happens at a young company in North Hollywood, California, Image Transform Incorporated. Apollo 16 pictures will travel from the moon to California's Goldstone Receiving Station, to Houston's NASA headquarters, back to the small building in North Hollywood for enhancement, then again to Houston for the world to see, all in less than a second. Compared with the multi-billion-dollar NASA facilities, these offices could fit in a broom closet. And that's about where the young company is keeping its secrets. But the product sells itself, turning round images into distinct rocks and crevices. NASA signed a contract with the firm 24 hours after they saw these results. If all goes well on Apollo 16, it will be hard to tell the difference between simulation and the real thing. Bill Curtis, CBS News, North Hollywood, California.
Unfortunately, their spacesuits were hurt. The most dramatic discovery came at a crater named Shorty, where the astronauts found something they had not expected: orange-colored soil.
Whoa! Hey! Wait a minute. What? Where are the reflections? I've been through once. There is orange soil. Well, don't move it till I see it. It's all over. Orange! Don't move it till I see it. I've stirred it up with my feet. Hey, it is! I can see it from here. It's orange. Wait a minute, let me put my visor up. It's still orange. Sure it is.
That may be very important. The astronauts took more samples. Scientists believe that orange soil may be the result of volcano-like activity. And if so, the material may give some clues as to what's inside the moon and whether or not it still has a molten core. The moon landings already have told us some things that are not on the moon. There's no sign of life on this barren landscape. In fact, no sign that life ever existed. There's no real sign of water, although there may be traces of water locked deep inside the rocks. We still don't know how the moon was formed, but perhaps the rocks are going to help us find out. There is a fascination to this scenery. Tracy Cernan, viewing these pictures, decided she'd like to see part of the moon.
The part my father did.
Really, why?
Because I like to see that rock, that big rock, and also
Einstein was not a handsome fellow. Nobody ever called him out. He had a long mustache to pull on, it was yellow. I don't believe he ever had a girl. One thing he missed out in his theory of time and space and relativity is something that makes it very clear he was never gonna score like you and me. Didn't know about quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Rock, rock now. I had a dangerous liaison. To be found out would have been a disgrace. We had to rendezvous some days on the corner of an undiscovered place. We got sick of chat, chat, chatter, and the look upon everybody's face. All that does not antimatter. Now we found ourselves a black hole out in space, and we're talking about quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Quark, strangeness and charm. Here it comes, it goes quark. Copernicus had those Renaissance ladies crazy about his telescope, and Galileo had a name that made his reputation higher than his hope. Did none of those astronomers discover, while they were staring out into the dark, that what a lady looks for in her lover is charm, strangeness and quark? Quark, strangeness and charm. 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 Quark, strangeness and charm.